I love watches a weird amount, which is probably obvious as I have a YouTube channel where all I do is talk about watches. But, you know, you can't own every watch that you quite like. This video is for the watches I quite like. I won't ever own them, but they're cool and need their moment in the sun. This is very self-indulgent. There will be varying reasons on why I don't own one of these. Budget constraints, maybe the size doesn't work. It's probably budget constraints. But I'd love to know in the comments if there's any watches you really like, but you probably won't ever own. Let me know in the comments, pop it down there. The OMEGA Marstimer. I think about this watch at least once a week, and it basically does what it says on the tin. Made in collaboration with the European Space Agency, this was made to display the true solar time at any location on Earth or on Mars. Yes, let me say this again. This can tell you the time on another planet. It also gives you the ability to find true north on Earth and Mars, displays the solar longitude of Mars, as well as accommodating the time on Mars, which has days that are 2.7% longer than here on Earth. Design-wise, it's divisive, but every design choice was made with the intended purpose in mind. So this has a 45mm titanium case, 14.89mm thickness. This is a big piece of watch, and a digi-display, 30 meters of water resistance, and powered by a quartz movement. The movement is the OMEGA 5622, a highly precise thermo-compensated multi-function quartz movement developed under an ESA, European Space Agency, patent license, and keeps time on 2 planets. I think it might be the coolest watch in the world. For me, it's pretty expensive for such an impractical thing that I can't wear because it's 45mm, but it's still just so cool. I love it. If you can rock big watches like this, you gotta buy this. You gotta wear it for those of us who can't. Number 2, the TAG Heuer Monaco. If you follow this channel, you know there are 2 things that I love: TAG Heuer and motor racing. So yeah, this makes sense. Introduced in 1969 by Heuer to commemorate the Monaco Grand Prix, this has kinda become the icon of the brand, marked with its distinctive square case, automatic chronograph movement, and gained a lot of traction after Steve McQueen wore it in the 1971 film Le Mans. Can it track time on Mars? No. But was it the first square-cased automatic chronograph with water resistance that has enduring charm? Yes. I am sadly sized out of the Monaco. I'll probably never own one unless they make a teeny tiny ladies model, which would be cool, but it would probably be really thick. I'll probably just keep collecting more Formula 1 colors. Number 3, IWC Ingenieur 35 Rose Gold. Oh, yes. When IWC released the 35mm Ingenieur at Watches and Wonders this year, I was ecstatic. I love this model, now available in a smaller size. Sign me up. And I like the stainless steel. I can afford the stainless steel if I'm being all sensible. But since I tried on the 5N gold or the rose gold, oh, there's no going back. I love it so much. IWC went to great lengths to make sure the 35mm proportions stayed faithful to the spirit of the Ingenieur, and everything is perfect. Rock solid case construction, 9.4mm thickness, and 100 meters of water resistance. I probably will own an Ingenieur at some point in my life, and it will be a modern one. IWC has done a fantastic job with these, but I can't afford the 5N gold. These retail for £34,400. Holy guacamole, that is a very high price. So I'll probably have the stainless steel, but holy cow, oh my goodness, do I love the rose gold. This is also where we need to talk about today's fabulous video sponsor, IFL, and their newest creation. So this is the Bulova Starry Night that has just been released today, Monday, December 1st at 4 p.m. CET, Central European Time, and it is limited to only 300 pieces. I love this dial. I think this is so beautiful. This might be my new favorite piece that they've made. Drawing inspiration from Van Gogh's iconic swirling sky technique, this features a person and their cat looking at the night sky. Willow, would you look up at the night sky with me? The dial is meticulously hand-painted with deep blues and vibrant pops of yellow. It's really beautifully done. It captures those moments when we stop and breathe and take in the simple things, like stars lighting up the night sky. Set against the Bulova Super Seville, this has a 37.5mm case diameter, in gold tone stainless steel, 30 meters of water resistance, and powered by the Bulova caliber MN10, which is a high-frequency quartz. But for me, it's an IFL. It's all about the dial. Beautifully done. As always, each brushstroke is hand-painted. It's so good. These are super limited, only 300 pieces worldwide. If you want to go check these out or anything else IFL has created, go click the link that is in my description. They have so many amazing pieces. Don't miss out. I have been partnering with IFL for a long time now. I think they're my longest partnership that I have. It's been over 2 years, and it's because I love what they're doing. Thank you to IFL for sponsoring this video. Number 4, a Lange und Sohne Zeitwerk. Me loving Lange was inevitable. I have a massive soft spot for German watchmaking. I love unusual asymmetrical watches, and I have pretty classical sensibilities. The Zeitwerk is a particularly strange Lange, but I'm into it. Introduced in 2009 as a mechanical digital watch, born from a 2001 sketch by Günter Blümlein, and inspired by the linear time display of the Dresden Semperoper 5-minute clock. The watchmakers then created a horizontal digital display using 3 discs and a complex constant force escapement to power the discs' precise jumps. That was a mouthful for someone with a lisp like me. I love this watch. I love it so much. And for this one, I have a unique reason, a different reason on why I won't own one. Up until this point, it's always been limited to size or price. And it's a bit different this time, being size and price. I already know I'm too poor for something if it says price upon request. Number 5, Patek Philippe World Timer 7130G. Look at this watch. Owning a complicated Patek would be a really big deal for me. Patek is widely considered the tippy top of watchmaking, and even to geeks like us who are far too deep into this watch thing, you have to concede that Patek Philippe is considered the highest end of mainstream watchmaking. They have storied collections, a beautiful sense of design, and they are best known for complications. Sure, the hype boys are into the Nautilus and the sports watches, and that's fine. We'll let them do their thing over there. But for us over here, we know what Patek Philippe stands for. High complications, beautiful finishing, beautiful movements, and that's why they have such a good name. The 7130G is the white gold world timer, 36mm, 8.8mm thick, an incredibly thin, complicated piece, made possible by the micro-rotor movement, which is so beautiful, and it displays the world time, 24 hours, and day-night indicator for all 24 time zones. I've tried this on a few times. I already know that I love it. I don't mind the diamonds, although I'd prefer without. I just can't do the £53,000 price tag. I recently made a video, and in it I complain about Patek always insisting on putting diamonds in their ladies' watches. And I received a comment. I'll see if I can find it. I probably won't be able to, but it basically said, "You really need to brush up on your history of horology. If you don't understand the importance of gem setting in diamonds within women's watch creation, then you just don't understand high horology." And it's like, yeah, I understand that it's a part of the history of watchmaking, but I think modern women in 2025 are allowed to have different tastes than women in 1825. A lot of historical men's pocket watches featured elaborate enameling. Does that mean that every modern men's watch needs to feature enameling, or else you just don't get it? For myself, personally, this would be a watch I'd wear daily. I don't like the razzle-dazzle flash of diamonds. I'd prefer a white gold bezel, more subdued, keeping this watch exactly the same otherwise though. And I don't want to pay the additional price for the diamonds that I don't actually want in the first place, she says as if she can afford it without the diamonds. Number 6, the Richard Mille Bonbon Marshmallow. Don't unsubscribe. I know you want to, and I completely understand that impulse. I would unsubscribe from this channel as well, but hear me out here. I've always been a defender of RM. I think people are a bit harsh on them. They are serious bits of watchmaking and engineering, and if you care about innovative movement manufacturing at all, you have to care about RM. With that said, I know the design isn't for everyone. Watch collecting is an interesting melting pot because it attracts people from all different walks of life, cultural backgrounds, and financial levels. I was just at Dubai Watch Week, where I met a lot of people who had so much more money than me. They could spend about what my house costs for fun. They would go to the watch auctions and spend about what all of my assets put together would equal out to on a whim. I'm always fairly open with money. I'm pretty comfortable with where I'm at. I know what I can get and what I can't get, and it's fine. It's a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. But if I had money coming out of my eyeballs, 100% I'd be getting one of these. Like I said, this is meant to be fun, and the RM Bonbon series celebrates that. These are goofy and cute. Not everything has to be the tool watch you could survive on a desert island with. Sometimes it's okay to just get something cute. Okay, this needs context. At the time of filming this, the brand perception of Roger Dubuis isn't the best, and the quality of the watches have been in decline since Roger Dubuis retired in the 2000s before their Richemont acquisition in 2008. But before then, they used to make watches like this and this. Yes. So let's look at this. This is a Roger Dubuis Hommage Monopoussoir chronograph in 18 karat gold. This is exactly my sensibilities. Interesting, but still refined. This watch makes use of the Lange 2310 base caliber, with further work by Roger Dubuis, creating the RD65. This is a serious bit of watchmaking, genuinely beautiful, and a welcomed break from the mainstream. Anyways, guys, these are the 7 watches I'll never own, even though I think they're awesome. Do you guys have any watches that you really appreciate, but you don't think you'll ever buy? Let me know in the comments down below. Pop them down there. I can't wait to read them. Thank you to IFL for sponsoring this video. Thank you to you for your viewership. And thank you to the Pope Tier patrons. Get their names on the screen.